Joining me now, Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. And Senator, you know, I read an article this morning titled "Marsha Blackburn Keeping Big Tech in Check." Look, this is something that you have been passionate about for years. So, what's your thoughts on this, on these latest developments?
Yes, Charles, you're right. Reining in big tech is something I've spent much of my time in Congress on, and I'm so pleased to see so many people in a bipartisan manner joining me on this right now. When it comes to DOJ going after Google, what we have done is look at their ad stack, and we have focused on how they go in and they preference people who advertise with them. Now, this means that their ads are going to show up first. They are going to be the ones that are positioned on the screen that are going to draw your attention. If you are going through and you're doing some research and say you've got your search engine going, trying to pull up information on something, the advertisers with Google, those that use Google services, those that use Google payment services, are going to populate that search result first. So as we talk about bringing big tech into account, whether it's privacy, data security, their advertising practices, this is something that Congress needs to do. We have now, over a decade ago, I filed the first online privacy bill for consumers. It's about the only thing that's been bipartisan. We've done the same for data security, for children's safety online, for Section 230 reform. This needs to be addressed so that the consumer is able to protect what I call their virtual you. It is them and their presence online.
There's something else that's bipartisan in protecting the consumer that you've been passionate about, and you've got hearings on that today with these concert tickets.
Yes.
Here's the thing, I did some math, and you actually were able to get through the Bots Act in 2016. Since then, ticket prices have actually been 41% higher than inflation. I mean, they're 41%, far outpacing inflation. So what's going on? Why hasn't the rules that were established in that Bots Act back then been implemented?
Yes, and it appears that the FTC has only exercised what they have in the Bots Act, which is their ability to go after these companies that run these bots. They scoop up all the tickets to concerts and to sporting events and to Broadway shows, and then they sell them in the secondary market like StubHub and SeatGeek. And the consumer ends up paying many times, twice, three times, four times the price. Yeah. And it boxes out consumers. And now, in addition to that elevated price, you have all of this data on consumers that Ticketmaster, Live Nation is collecting. They know what your preferences are, then they're going to market to you. They also market ancillary and additional services like rideshare and hotel accommodations and restaurants. If you log in and use one of their apps, and one of the examples I used today was taking the grandsons to a sporting event, and I go in to put the tickets in, and guess what? That app was powered by Ticketmaster. Which means Ticketmaster, again, had all of that information. The kicker is they're doing very little to protect your information that they are collecting and then monetizing and selling to these advertisers. And you, the consumer, you're getting stuck with the high ticket price, and then you're being marketed to by somebody who is making money off of you.
It's amazing. It really is. I mean, I know it's bipartisan. I know you're making another big push. You thought you had it solved before, we all did.
Yes,
but this time, hopefully, it will happen. Senator, thank you very much.
You got it. Take care.